Guten Morgen. That's all the Dutch that you'll get from me this morning, but good morning, everyone. This week, our Advent prayer with the Brothers community here has been really a source of inspiration for all of us, and it's helped us, I think, to reflect on God's plan, its purpose and its rhythm in the life of our congregation. It has been a means through which we have connected with the deeper dimensions, I think, of the chapter directives. Yesterday, the Council reflected on the chapter directive to renew our commitment to the mission in light of our founding charism. We spent some time discussing how we can be faithful to the mission because we believe that the spirit of the mission is as alive today as it was when our founder began. Today, we're asking ourselves the question, what does it mean to be a Severian community in mission? And this discernment, we realize, will be hard, but necessary work. And our recent study of charism does offer us some insights. Yesterday, we also talked about our own cultural experiences and their influences on us and our community as we go forward and try to go beyond the boundaries, just as Riken envisioned. We realize that it's important for us to develop a process to discern our mission together. And we are also working on the criteria for mission and trying to respond to the chapter directive about designing a process for initiating a new work or project of the congregation. We believe that our mission is for the here and now. It's not anything about the past. You know, Advent reminds us that what we're looking for may be right in front of us. The Severian mission is fragile and easily obscured, but we believe that it endures. It's here, unfolding in many varied ways right before our eyes. And we hope that this discernment that all of us will be engaged in will help us to appreciate better God's gift of the Severian charism.
Good morning once again from our meeting of the General Council in Bruges. As Dan said, yesterday, our third full day together, we spent time discussing the topic of Severian mission and ministry. And we began with a reading that Brother Edward offered us, and then shared our own personal reflections on our current understanding of the congregation's mission as we are coming to better understand it as a result of the charism description and the calls of the 27th General Chapter. One expression of a spirituality of Severian mission that was offered was the following: a spirituality that impels us toward others in love, compassion, and hospitality. We were all very struck that this understanding of mission is very different from what perhaps too often has been an unconscious conflation of the proclamation of the gospel with certain cultural understandings of the faith. We do not go out to others to make them in our own image, but we rather go out to others that together we may open our minds and our hearts to the Spirit within each other. For each of us, our own cultures, of course, filter our perceptions and inform our understandings. Our own cultural senses are so pervasive that we live out of them without recognizing it. Yet the truth that we are, in our deepest identity, spirit, and a capacity for transcendence, is the source of our capacity for a presence to others that is beyond our cultural prejudices and biases. The practice of Xaverian spirituality, as rooted in Middle Dutch mysticism, has the transformative potential to lead us personally and communally out of our cultural, religious, and ideological certainties into a kind of learned ignorance that can bring us transparently and hospitably before the other, especially as the other shows itself to us in those human beings who are different from us. We then raised the question of how can we together discern where we are called in ministry. Such discernment of the particular incarnations of our mission, that is our ministries, to which we as a community are called, will require of each and all of us a commitment to an ongoing practice of personal and shared prayer, the creation of formative, intentional communities, the deepening of communal life throughout the congregation, and an ongoing humble openness to conversion and transformation of even our most deeply held ideas, ideals, beliefs. For us together to discern the direction of mission to which our charism description and the general chapter call us will require of each of us a commitment to a way of living and being together that allows us to practice a mode of communal obedience. It is by being and speaking together in this way that we will discover together those works where the gift of our charism and the needs of the world meet. So our ministries will first of all be communal in the sense that each ministry is a commitment on the part of all of us. But secondly, we're challenged by the general chapter and our charism statement's understanding of the congregational mission to rediscover what it means to mission and to minister in community, to be at both the local and the congregational level a community in mission. It is our mission that calls us together, but it is also together that we are called to respond to the world's needs that appeal for our response. These thoughts are just the beginning of the Council's conversation that it wishes each and all of you to engage in with us, that we might better come to hear the call that is still being given to us to mission in the world in accord with the charism that is the gift through our founder.